that's permeating our being, that enable us to be the directors of our lives. The possibility that we can begin to develop the mindset to bring out the best in people, to encourage them to achieve their greatness and support them in their dreams.
You get from being a loser, low self-esteem, doubt, and fear. If you can find your way on this side, guys, it's sweeter on this side. I don't want nothing from you but for you to leave this room and know what you want. How do you want to live? Stop just waking up like an accident. What do you want? And then once you find out what you want, spend the rest of your natural life waking up and going after it. I stopped saying I've got to wait for good things to happen to me, and I said I'm going to grind. I'm going to fight. I'm going to work. I'm going to press forward. I'm going to learn. I'm going to do everything in my power every single day. I'm going to do everything in my power to become a victor and not a victim.
Wherever you are in life, ladies and gentlemen, you've got comeback power. I don't care how low you are. I don't care what you have done. I don't care what you have experienced. I don't care how devastated your life might appear to be, the shambles it might be in. There's a power in you that can enable you to be stronger and better than anything that's out here.
You've never looked at yourself in the mirror and said, you let you down. Until you get to that point, you let you down. You're not brave enough. You want to put it on somebody else. The reason why I'm not successful is because of my boss. Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and said, I'm not getting up on time. I'm not going to work on time. I'm not putting in 120% when I'm at work. I let me down. Winners win and losers lose. I can't explain it any better than that. I don't know how it happens, but winners win. And if you create a culture of losing, if you keep being a victim, if you keep letting...
Out here. Toys Day. Great day to you people. Great day. It's Toys Day. Feel me? Thursday. About to have a great day. Today, the mission is to provide the world our most authentic self. The greatest gift you can give the world is your authenticity, your full-fledged, unmasked authenticity. Not trying to impress anybody, not trying to show off, not trying to make it seem as though nobody can do what you're doing. They might not be able to do it as in the manner in which you do it, but it can probably be done better. You feel me? If that person is trying to be their best selves instead of trying to be better than somebody else. You feel me? That's mostly our problems as people. You feel me? As the thinking animal. Life is all about finding somebody else that's doing something better than you, and if you're interested in doing that thing, seeing how you can get as good at doing it yourself, right? Nothing that you try to do in life, nothing that we try to do in life, we can do by ourselves. Literally, you cannot do anything in this life by yourself, meaning you cannot do anything without obtaining some knowledge from some place that is not from you. Right? You can meditate all the fuck you want, but if you're not reading, if you're not absorbing knowledge, if you're not absorbing information, not just from books, but from the universe as well, from the experiences of others, from the experiences that you have yourself, if you're not, there's no way to grow. You feel me? The universe, the world is reciprocal in nature. Like, we fucking revolve around the sun, literally. Without it, we are nothing. And without the planets revolving around it, what the fuck is the sun but a star in space? You feel me? So just like the celestial is reciprocal in nature, so it is down here in this material planetary plane, man. We have to read, we have to accept critique and guidance from the world. Feel me? We don't have to take the critique, the criticisms of other personally. We can look at it, I don't know if the word is objectively, but I'm gonna use it right now. Look at it objectively and shit. I have to look up the definition of that word. I hope that I'm using it right? But yeah, man, we have to be open to the criticism, to the help, to the assistance of other people. We have to be also, we have to be so aware of what we don't know that we do not feel some type of way about asking somebody else for help. You're never wrong for asking for help, and you're never wrong for asking a question that you may think is stupid, because there is such a thing as stupid questions, but it's best to ask than to be left in yourself feeling like you're doing something wrong, or like you may be better off with asking that question than you would be if you didn't ask the question, right? You'll have a little more insight into what you don't know, as opposed to thinking that what you know is it when in reality is not. So for me, man, waking up, how do I keep this upbeat attitude? How do I stay positive? How do I keep believing and having confidence in my ability to achieve everything that I set my mind towards, even when I fall short of my goals, even when I'm not as consistent with everything that I want to be doing, is doing the little things. Not trying to fucking go and try to outdo myself, trying to do all this other extra shit and trying to project an image of myself that isn't. No, I rather project the image of me that is, you feel me, the student, and also the teacher, the follower, but also the leader. You get me? The knower, but yet the motherfucker that knows nothing. Because at the end of the day, we're always growing, we're always learning, we're always improving. There's always room for improvement. Just like nothing that is being done today is gonna be done the same way 5, 10, 20 years from now. And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of how so many of us, we don't have to feel like, oh, like there's no purpose to us being here. Nah, man, there is a purpose. You have the solution to a problem that nobody knows is a problem yet. You feel me? You have the answers to questions that haven't yet been posed. You have within you books that have yet to been written but are desired by people that haven't even started reading yet. You get me? You have talents and abilities, like these great people say, that you haven't even tapped into yet, because you're being guided. We are being guided by the opinions of other, by the ideas of other, by the views and programming that society ditches out. You feel me? We're still being guided by the indoctrinating and miseducating that we received during our institutional programming. You get me? Because that's all it is. Schooling, that's all it is. It's institutional programming, getting us set for society. Because at the end of the day, nobody needs to know all this trigonometry and what the I don't even know half of the fucking mathematical terms. But you don't need to know all this shit, motherfucker. All you need to know is how to add, subtract, and divide. Maybe, you feel me? You need to know. All you really need, all the foundation. All you need is the foundation: reading, writing, and a little bit of math work. And with that, yo, out of grammar school, you don't need nothing but some books that are gonna be specific to what you want to do. But school kind of does their own thing, and we've kind of, because we stopped minding our own business, we kind of let school, just like politics, just like religion, we let them do their own thing, because we don't really know what the fuck we're doing. And it all starts with developing winning habits that you see yourself having 10, 20 years from now, and not feeling some type of way about them because you don't want them. That there's something that came out that you developed out of default as opposed to out of design. You get me? And that's the only way to have a life that we want. You feel me? By designing it, by setting goals, by following our dreams and our visions, by not getting lost so much in just what we love, but actually trying to see how else we can be of value to others. Because yeah, what we love is important, but if what you love is only bringing you fulfillment and in no way is helping you help others, then what you love right now might need to take a break so you develop yourself to a point where you now are bringing value, and now you can do what you love and also bring value to others, because it's more fulfilling, yo. It is definitely more fulfilling to be of value to others than to just be lost in what you love. And like, I love martial arts, but at the end of the day, there's only so much value that I can bring to people through martial arts. I love to talk, but if I'm not taking actions that speak volume to what I'm speaking, if I'm not taking those actions that show like, yo, this guy doesn't just talk, but he goes out and acts, then what the fuck is my word? You feel me? What's the value in there if I'm not putting something behind it, if I'm not bringing people some other form of way that they can change their life, that they can be of better, that they can make better use of their time, as opposed to letting other people control their time. And yeah, man, every fucking day, man, from the time that you wake up to the time that you go to sleep, it should be invested into making an effort every moment to be better than you were before. You don't have to do it. You don't have to. At the end of the day, you can do whatever you want. It is the gift that the universe gave you, that God gave you, that you can do whatever you will yourself to do. And if you decide to be a slave to your will, as opposed to having willpower and, you feel me, making the life that you want, as opposed to having the life that you got because you weren't able to do what you needed to do, then hey, but yo, daily, from morning to night, apply yourself a little bit, even if it is an hour a day, man. Even if it's 1 hour a day, that's a lot more than many people are doing. I think it was what's his name, John Maxwell, correct? I believe it's John Maxwell. He's a leadership development individual. He's a communicator, and his thing is developing people into leaders. And he said that he got this from Earl Nightingale, my guy Earl Nightingale. Earl Nightingale said, if you were to pick a profession and read and invest 1 hour a day every day for 5 years, in 5 years you will become an expert in that field. So if you like art, if you like music, if you like martial arts, if you like business, real estate, insurance sales, entrepreneurship, business, you feel me? What is this? You feel me? There's a lot of stuff that you can do out here. But if you're into any of these things, make it a goal, you feel me, to do that. You feel me? 1 hour a day for 5 years and see where you're at. You feel me? You gain more than you lose by setting a goal for yourself. And 5 years go by like that. Like, I mean, 10 years ago I signed up to become a Marine. And 5 years ago I got out. And in the last 5 years, I've been able to push myself through college, get a bachelor's, you feel me? 2 years of martial arts, and now I'm over here applying myself again. Like, there's so much that we can learn in 5 years. I would have never thought that 5 years ago I'd be making videos today. But I knew that I wanted to speak to people, and that I wanted to have the vocabulary to articulate myself and be able to speak not just to the impoverished, but also to the wealthy. Like, that's my goal. I want to be able to speak to anybody. I want to be able to speak to a crackhead just as well, and deliver my message and be understood by the crackhead, by the homeless, by the drug addict, as well as I would be understood by the religious. You feel me? By the religious fanatic and individuals that because we're all in need of assistance, right? Some of us just are lacking the perspective and perception to change our life in the manner that we wish it to be changed. And that was my goal. My goal 5 years ago was to be able to articulate myself and relate to as many people as possible. And here we are 5 years later, and I'm like, oh snap. I would have never thought that I could make videos without cursing. I would have never thought that I would have been cursing in the manner that I curse right now, with intention, as opposed to just cursing just because I don't have any other words to fill in that gap. And yeah, man. Every day, you feel me? We got our tea, made our video, so now, you feel me? We're gonna read some of this word right here. I've been reading this biblical book right now for about 3 months now. As soon as I'm done with this one, I'll probably get a different one, a more complete one. And eventually, I would love to be able to read the Quran and all these other books, so that I can understand people more deeply, so that I can understand the things that are troubling us more deeply, you feel me? And then we put in like 20-30 minutes, you feel me? Every evening, every morning. We try to be consistent. Yeah, like I said, we're not always gonna meet the mark or above it. Sometimes we're gonna fall short. Sometimes we're gonna overdo ourselves too. But the thing is not taking shit too personal. You feel me? Being able to step back and seeing where you can make things better. Got the baby right here. Take it off every now and then, you feel me? Because we don't want to idolize anything at the same time. You get me? But let's have a great day. Alright? Let's have a blessed day, you feel me? You are crowned with glory. You feel me? God's riches flow infinitely into us, towards us, daily, on a consistent basis. You feel me? We just gotta become a little more aware of the words that come out of our mouth. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Love y'all. One.